Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Real Spiritual Clarity. My name is Richard, and let's get started. Please listen, love, and forgive. That's listen, love, and forgive. Please dot all your I's and cross all your T's. Hope everybody's doing well today. Let's see what Spirit has for us. We're going to be using the Guardian Angel Message Tarot. We're going to be using the Simplistic Mystic Love Oracle. And we're going to be using the Heart-Shaped Fortune Teller Love Oracle. Okay? And let's see what the clear and concise messages are. And there's our first card. First card out is the Nine of Wands. Yes, Nine of Wands. Okay, now in this Nine of Wands, we see where she has spirit working with her. You know, now I'm saying she because she's a girl's in the card. But this is all spirit, so it could be a man or a woman. Okay, but in this Nine of Pentacles, Spirit is working with her. You know, she's contemplating, and in this case, Divine Masculine is contemplating all of the situations that he's been through so far. You know, all of the bad situations, all the good situations, you know, and he's thinking about his Divine Feminine constantly. You know, he's like, you know what? He said, I need to contact her. That's why you see eight of those wands have those flowers growing on them, because he wants to start that new beginning with Divine Feminine. He wants something to start growing again with her, because he feels like everything is lost. But he knows that if he starts talking again, he knows that can bring things back to where they need to be. Okay, so you see these eight wands that are, you know, like it's going to be communication, and it's going to bring growth into their relationship. And he has that one wand where he wants to be so passionate with her. He wants to be physically passionate with her, but also he just wants to be passionate in letting her know how much he cares about her, how much he loves her, how much he wants her, and how badly he apologizes, and he wants to tell her all the wrongs that he did and how he wants to make them right. So basically what I'm seeing here is Divine Masculine is going to come in with that passionate communication. Okay, he's going to let Divine Feminine know, you know, he's going to apologize. He's going to let her know that he made a mistake and all the things that he was doing in the process of trying to get back to her. And he's working with Spirit and asking Spirit to help him to have that strength and courage to be able to do it properly, to give that communication to her properly so that it can get done. Okay? Beautiful start. Beautiful, beautiful start. That is the Nine of Wands. Beautiful. But to me, it's really the Eight of Wands, and with the Ace of Wands. You know, it's communication coming, passionate communication, and that Ace of Wands is him showing, you know, just how much he cares about it, how much he wants to apologize, and how much he wants to make things right. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. And here's our next card. The next card out is, Four Cups. Yeah, because you know what? He knows that when that cup was offered to him originally, he didn't do what he was supposed to take it. Okay? Basically, it's the Three of Cups. He wants to come back in. He wants to be able to celebrate with her. He wants to be able to show her, you know, a good time. He wants to be able to give to her, to work with her, to do the things that they need to do together. But he, you know, he's contemplating in his head, you know what? When she offered me that cup, I didn't take it. So how is she going to be when I come back? You know, and in his mind, you see those waves in that water. He's like, you know, all mixed up in his head right now with his emotions. He wants to do this so badly, but he has to make sure that he does it right. Okay, because in the past, it was nothing but a bunch of waves. You know, the waves were crashing against the shore because he wasn't doing it right. He made all these mistakes. But he wants to get in his mind to calmer waters so he can come back into her, and he can offer her that cup of love, and he can also celebrate with her their reunion and them coming back together and actually loving each other, caring for each other, and being with each other. Okay? But he has to work on, you know, figuring out how to do it where he can do it where there's no fights, there's no disaster. because he doesn't want to fight with her. He just wants to come back and he wants to love her, care for her, apologize to her, and start fresh. Perfect. Thank you, Spirit. And next card out is... Yep, but this is what he has in his head right now, the Nine of Swords. You know, he's worried. He is having sleepless nights. He has all these negative thoughts going through his head saying, you know what? I hope she doesn't slam the door in my face if he comes physically to her. I hope she doesn't leave me on read if he tries to text her. I hope she doesn't hang up the phone on me if he calls her. But you know what? That communication is going to come. And you know what? I ask all divine feminines, you know what? Just listen to him, you know, then love him unconditionally and then forgive him. You know, whether it's a new start to the relationship or it's going to be closure, you need to go through this process because you yourself, divine feminine, you have to have closure also, if that is what you want. You know, if you want the new relationship, then you do the proper thing and you start over with him. Okay. But in any event, you have to listen. You have to love him unconditionally and then you have to forgive him in order for your life to go forward and be the proper life. Okay. Yeah. And the final card out is, yeah, because you know what? He loves you unconditionally. He's the King of Cups. You know, he should have told you these things in the beginning. You know, he wants to bring, it could be that he's going to be bringing you flowers. It could be that he wants to, that he's been walking in nature, trying to ground himself. You know, he's opening up his heart. You can see his heart is opening. You see it on the shirt. And it's like a little bit of like an animalistic kind of thing. You can see like a horse or something in there. Like he's very passionate. He has that drive to really come to you and to do the right thing by you. He knows he messed up and he wished that he hadn't messed up. But you know what? He's going to come back and he's going to do what he needs to do to show you how much he truly loves you, how much he truly cares for you. You know, like I said, he could be bringing flowers. He's going to be trying to make romantic gestures. He's going to be very emotional when he comes. And it could be a little dramatic. You know, he could be rushing in, you know, like that Knight of Swords, you know, and just like, please listen to me, please, please. And I ask everybody, all of us, divine feminines, to just listen. Just take that time to listen. As much as hard, as mad as you're going to be and as angry as you're going to be, just listen. Listen to him. Okay? Love him unconditionally and then find in your heart to forgive him. Yep. And that was the Guardian Angel Message Tarot. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. And also, please watch the full video because there's messages throughout. And now we're going to be using these Simplistic Mystic Love Oracles. And I'm going to get quite a few of these. Let's see what type of mood Divine Masculine is in and what his headspace is and what he's going to be doing to bring this relationship back. Okay, first card out is, yeah, he knows that he ghosted Divine Feminine. He knows it. He feels so bad for that. You know, he disappeared. He went silent. He just ignored her. And it was kind of like a bad rejection. She didn't deserve that. And he knows that now. He's awakened and he knows I should have never done that. You know, so right now he's like the one that's in the clouds right now, coming through that fog saying, you know, I'm reaching for her, but where is she? You know, and is she going to cut my hand off? Or is she going to take my hand? You know, what is she going to do? Like he's nervous and he's scared about coming to her and actually, you know, opening up to her. You know, he doesn't know if he should be vulnerable or not because he's scared of that rejection, you know, from Divine Feminine. Okay. Next card out is because he's healing right now. Yeah, he is healing. He's trying to heal all those childhood woundings. He's trying to improve his life. He's trying to mend this broken relationship between Divine Feminine because he wants to make that progress forward towards her. Okay, he doesn't want any more fights. He doesn't want any more division. He doesn't want any more separation. He hates the separation. He could be working with crystals right now. He could be like, you know, lighting candles. You know, he could be like going to psychics, you know. But whatever he's doing, he could go to rehab. He could be going to counseling. Whatever he needs to do to heal this situation for himself as well as for his Divine Feminine, that is the things he's doing right now. You know, he could be really, really working on himself to improve himself. You know, his emotions, you know, opening up, you know, his heart to her, that love, because a lot of them, they weren't raised with this. A lot of them were raised where, a man goes to work and, he has that sex once in a while with her. And then, he goes to sleep and he wakes up, he does it again. But since he met his divine feminine, he knows there's love. And that love has opened his heart and opened his mind to something new. And he wants that. Okay. That's why he's healing right now. Both of them are going through this healing. The next card is, because like I said, it's so funny. It fell underneath the 4 cups. And I said those 3 cups, he wants to come in and celebrate with her. He could be, you could be somewhere in public, and he could have been spying on you. And he knows your whereabouts. So he could just like, quote unquote, bump into you in public, and like, man, I'm so happy to see you. I can't believe you're here. He knows you're here because he knows your ins and outs. But he wants to like, just act as if it was a accident, but he wants to like celebrate with you. He wants to take you out. He wants to take you partying. He wants to really have a good time with you. He wants to show you that he cares about you. He loves you. And he wants you heavily in his life. There's nobody else he wants. Okay. And let's see what the next card is. Thank you, Spirit. And next card fell on the floor. But I'll get it. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, next card is Snake. He wants to get away from this. He doesn't want to be deceptive with divine feminine anymore. He doesn't want to be shady. He's fighting through all those temptations, and he's beating that. He's getting rid of all those karmic enemies because he knows this is what made his relationship with his divine feminine go the wrong way. Because he was listening to a bunch of other people that he should have never been listening to. Okay. And he found out as time went on, he made the wrong move. He should have been going towards his divine feminine and listening to her instead of going towards these snakes and listening to them. Okay. Next card out is because he knows she's his secret crush. He admires divine feminine. He's so attracted to her. So attracted to her. He, more cards falling on the floor. I have to pick them up. He knows she is his one and only suitor. She's the one for him. And he doesn't want anybody else but her. I'm going to take both of these cards that fell on the floor. And every time he thinks about her, he gets those butterflies in his stomach. Because she is the one that he loves, that he cares for, that he wants in his life. Mm-hmm. And next card out is he wants to travel with her. He wants to go on a cruise. He wants to go on a vacation. He wants to do things with her. He wants to show her off to the world. She is the one that he loves, cares about, and truly wants in his life. He knows that he made a mistake when he went with those other people. He knows that none of them served him the way that divine feminine will serve him. Okay? And he wants to break the separation, the distance. He wants to come back with her. He wants to, set up healthy boundaries against those karmic people. If it's family members, if it's a man who has a baby with a karmic, he wants to make sure that, listen, we're going to go to courts. We're going to get our custody for our children together. We're going to get the finances together for our children. And we have to abide by that. You cannot just be calling me and saying, oh, I need you to keep the baby tonight. No. Whenever the court says we have the visitations or whatever, that's how it works, And he wants to just get away with divine feminine. He wants to love her, care for her, and heal with her. Mm-hmm. And the final card out in the Simplistic Mystic Oracle is that right now he could be doing some drinking. He could be having odd behavior. You could be a drunk. You could get a drunk text, or you could get he could be intoxicated when you see him. Because he feels like he needs this liquid courage to become brave and have confidence. But you know what? Even if you get this, just know that he loves you and he cares for you. And this is just going to be something that breaks the ice between you guys so he can come back together and love you and care for you and really take care of you and open himself back up to you. Okay? And that was the Simplistic Mystic Love Oracle. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. And please like, subscribe, comment. because it helps the child to grow. Okay. Now we're going to be using the heart-shaped fortune teller love oracle cards. First card out is, I don't want to be who I used to be. You deserve better. Yeah, so he's working on improving himself. He's working on, like I say, he could be going to counseling, he could be going to rehab, he could be going to the gym. You know, he could be doing any number of things to really, really improve himself and make himself better for himself as well as for Divine Feminine. I always say we have to love ourselves first and care for ourselves first before we can love and care for somebody else. Excuse me. And next card out is, I can't promise you anything. You know what? This is like that Eight of Swords. This is him worrying about, it's not going to work and all of this. He's just saying this, trying to protect himself. This is a protection mechanism because he's like, you know what? I'm going to tell her that in case she rejects me. You know what? Don't even worry about it. When he comes to you, he's going to come. He's going to give you the information. You're going to take it, ingest it. And like I said, there's no rush with these things either. You got to really, really take your time, listen to your intuition, and really, really do what's right for yourself. Okay? But like I said, he's going to promise you the world. And he means it. When he says it this time, it's 100%. So when he says, I can't promise you anything, that's not true. Whatever he says out of his mouth this time, he's not going to be deceptive. He's not going to be shady. It's going to be the truth. Okay? So you can believe it. But like I said, it's up to you following your intuition and the way things you want to have in order for you to make this relationship either come or go. Okay? Next card out is, why do I feel this way? Yeah, he feels this way because you guys have lived many lifetimes together. This is your first go around with your divine masculine. You guys have lived many lifetimes together. I'm actually going to look up doing a regression class because I want to see how many lives I've actually lived. I feel that multiple lives have been lived with this counterpart. That's why the minute that you met that person again in this earthly plane, you feel so drawn to them, so connected to them. And it doesn't go away because it's like a bond that's there for many, many, many lifetimes. You figure each lifetime, if it's like this one, it is between 80 to 100 years. So if you're living 80 to 100 years, like say 5 times with the same person, combined, that could be 400 to 500 years that you have been with this person. So therefore, if that's the case, you understand why you have such a strong bond with this person. Imagine being with somebody between 400 to 500 years. How would you not have a bond with them? How would you not know them? Of course you do. That's why Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine both feel this way. Because they know each other to the core. Okay, next card out is, I don't know where to start. Yeah, he doesn't, because you know what? He knows that he messed up. So he doesn't know if he's going to get the Queen of Swords or the Queen of Cups. You don't know which one Divine Feminine is going to be. She could be a combination of both. Okay? She could be the most loving, beautiful, caring person, nurturing person. Or she could really, really rip into him. So like I said, use your discernment and try not to do the ripping into, because everybody was unawakened when you guys first came back into this earthly plane. So therefore, know for yourself that, the same way you feel is the same way he feels. You guys mirror each other. So therefore, any bad things that he did when he ghosted you, when he was acting all snaky, deceptive and all of that, it was because this is what he was used to doing before he met you. When he was with all those karmic people and those other people, he was not treating them with respect. So he thought you were one of those people until Spirit opened his eyes and let him see, you know what? Divine Feminine is not those people. She's completely different. Okay. Next card out is, they have hurt me. Yeah, he's been hurt by all these karmic situations. He's been hurt. It could be from childhood wounding. He could have been abused physically, mentally, or verbally. So therefore, he's coming off of abuse. And hurt people, unfortunately. So you know what? This is why he hurt Divine Feminine. It wasn't intentional. Now that he's woken up and he knows that she's not the same kind of person as those other people. Even some of those other people, he wish he wouldn't have hurt anyone. But he knows he was just being driven by living that life with a mask and also living a life where, he was raised a certain way where men don't cry, men don't show emotion, men just get what they want and they work and they keep it moving, and now that he found his divine feminine, he knows that that's not true. He knows that men do have emotions and men do love, and men are supposed to love and care for people. Okay, that's why he's going to come back to his divine feminine and express himself to her and love and care for her. Okay, next card out is, I can't do this right. Yeah, that's what he keeps feeling. Notice it's under, I can't promise you anything. You know what? He's always trying to cop out. But you know what? He can't cop out this time. Spirit's not going to let up from him. Spirit is going to make sure that he comes back and he makes his rights wrong. I mean, his wrongs right. Sorry about that. But and he knows it, and he wants to. He's tired of being in this deceptive, disastrous way. He's tired of feeling this burden, this horror, because he knows he loves his divine feminine, and she's the only one he wants to be with. So he can do the right thing, and he's working on getting himself together to come back and do that right now. Okay, next card out is, I can't make you happy. Another one of those, I can't do the right thing, I can't make you happy. You know what? You have to make yourself first happy. You have to love yourself, divine masculine, and care for yourself first. And then you can come back and love divine feminine and care for her. Because you know what? Everybody has to make themselves happy first. And then they can work with their partner to become happy or happier. Okay? And the final card in the heart-shaped love oracles is, why can't I move on from you? No, you can't, because just like I just said before, the reason you can't is because you guys have lived many lifetimes together. And like I said, a lifetime is between 80 to 100 years if it's a regular person. Most people get that. And if you should get that, and say if you live 5 lifetimes together with your divine counterpart, if you lived 80 years in each one, that's 400 years combined. If you lived 100 years in each one, that's 500 years combined. So that means that within those 5 lifetimes, you could have lived between 400 and 500 years combined with this one person. Okay, that is why you can't move on from that person. You guys are connected with the soul. You guys are spiritually connected. So like I said, this is something that he's working on, okay? He's going to be coming in with that communication because he's passionate about how he feels about his divine feminine. He wants to communicate that passion. He wants to communicate his love. He wants to communicate that apology. He wants to communicate that he made a mistake and that he's going to come back and right his wrongs. I want to thank everybody for coming today. I want to thank everybody for letting Spirit let them see, hear, and feel the things they need to in this reading. When you guys have these heart-to-heart conversations, please listen to each other. Please love each other unconditionally. And please find it in your heart to forgive each other. Thank you, Spirit. I love all you guys and have a great day.